The first of the 1998 Geelong District Football League finals. It is final series for the GDFL, and today, this afternoon, is qualifying final day. It's Bannockburn and Thomson. It's 2 playing 3 at the end of the home and away season. The battle of the Tigers. They've had some epic clashes in the last couple of years, and this afternoon should be no different. And once again, joining me in commentary, as usual, the guru, the legend himself, Ron Brain. Good afternoon and welcome to a Bathed in Sunshine, St Albans Reserve.
Yeah, good afternoon, Jason Doherty. To all Geelong District Football League followers, and, well, conditions a little blustery, but there's no rain at the minute. The ground in pretty tip-top condition, Jace, out here at St Albans Reserve. And I'd suggest we'll see a crackerjack game of the greatest game in the world, Australian rules football, this afternoon.
Now, if you're listening to us around the ground, you're on 94.9 Guest FM this afternoon for our live and exclusive coverage of the senior qualifying final. We can tell you that Geelong Western Joey's won the under-18s this morning, defeating Corio, and the reserves was won by Corio, defeating Bellpost Hill. We've got the biggest team headed by yours truly and Ronnie, and we've got some fantastic special comments people with us this year. We've also got a new innovation. We're brought him all the way from Bakers Oval. And Frank Fratoli will be doing the stats for the major players this afternoon and throughout the final series for the major players in the GDFL final. So a great new innovation by Guest Video and Guest FM. And Frank will be giving us the stats on the top 5 or 6 players from both sides for each game. Also, his coach, he's brought him along as well, the coach of the Geelong West Cricket and Football Club and 5-time best and fairest winner. He only made it 5 on the trot during the week for the best and fairest at the club. Stuart Scott is downstairs and can hear us. Good afternoon, Stewie.
Yeah, good afternoon, boys.
And great to have you aboard once again this year. Unfortunately not figuring in the finals at all this year, but good to have you aboard, and should be a crackerjack game this afternoon.
Yeah, it should be a fantastic game, Jace. Actually, we didn't do too well on the field ourselves this year, and I think it's rubbed off here in the Guest Video team because I've been left downstairs this year, which is a bit of a change.
Well, when you do speak to us, could you look up at the camera, please, and don't be such an ignoramus?
Oh, sorry about that, Ronnie.
Thank you very much.
I'm glad I can't see you from this vantage point, so I can stay straight in the face.
The unfortunate thing, Stewie, is we've had half the van cut off, so we can only fit me and Ronnie up here now, so we've got him downstairs. But it should be a good game. Thomson have beaten Bannockburn twice this year, so a bit of a nemesis side for the Bannockburn, and also Troy and Wayne Colliger are out of the side, and Robert Henderson out of the Bannockburn side, so a little bit of experience and depth missing from the Tigers side today, Stu.
Yeah, it's been very important players for the Bannockburn side, and all three have performed quite admirably this year, especially Troy. They'll really miss his drive around the middle of the ground, as we would expect the ball to spend plenty of time on the ground today. But I still think that the depth of Bannockburn is unquestionable. I mean, they've been probably the yardstick of the league the last 3 or 4 years, and Werribee obviously challenged for that, and Thomson would like to put their stamp on that challenge as well. But we've just picked out 6 players from each side, and we're taking statistics on who we believe will be most influential on the day, and who's going to be important playmakers for that side. And players, as I've mentioned, where the ball's going to spend a lot of time on the ground, the likes of Gardner, Highland, Burns, around the middle and around the boundary throw-ins and ball-ups throughout the course of the day are going to be critical for Thomson. I think Steve Ardo's probably got to really stand up during the final series and make a bit of a statement to the league coming from the GFL, and he's such an important player, and probably the weather conditions aren't going to suit too much, but I think for Thomson to kick a winning score, they're going to rely very heavily on Christian McFarlane to try and kick 4 or 5, which is going to be a great effort in these conditions, and probably I think their main man in their side probably doesn't get a lot of accolades throughout the year is Andrew Atchison, a fantastic player. He creates so much for the so much backline drive through the centre line and into their forward line, and I think you expect a great game from Atchison as well. Live from Bannockburn, once again the smaller blokes, Pilgrim, Corrigan, Connors, those type of players are going to spend plenty of time around the packs today, and their influence on the game should be a bit of a highlight. And Ronnie Pilgrim, who's been used around the little loop bit more, and also Clinton Shaw, who may line up on the wing, and I think Nathan Rose in the back line.
Your selection, Stewie?
I've got Bannockburn down for 19 points.
Good luck.
Okay, Stewie. Fano, Frank's selection. Frankie, who are you going for?
Bannock by 4 goals.
Bannockburn by 4 goals. Noel's going for Thomson by 13 points. Brett, you're going for Thomson Tigers. You've jumped off the Bannockburn bandwagon. Ronnie?
Yeah, Tigers by 8 points.
You're going for Thomson, and so am I for Thomson. So it's about even here in the guest commentary box as we start the first quarter of the GDFL finals for 1998. Wilkins goes up against Shane Andrews. A bit of a ploy by Stephen Winner to start the game. He's got Shane Andrews in the middle, Peter Moore in the forward pocket, and the Drainers got it, the first kick of the qualifying final.
Good luck to the men in white too, Mark Hockey, Tony Brooks and Darren Bench, the 3 umpire system in play for GDFL finals.
Kick goes to centre half back. It's Peacock with the mark for Thomson, just good. Inside defensive 50.
Nice mark in these conditions.
Had a good game last week. Kicking against the breeze in this first turn, the Thomson Tigers. Gardner at the bottom of the pack, runner up in the Whitley medal on Monday night to Darryl Jones. He gets the first free kick just inside the centre square. He gets up a little bit gingerly, the old Timmy.
Yeah, that tackle hurt him.
Yeah, and it was Damien Tom, the major. Now Gardner goes towards half forward. Good kick for distance. Sherwell's there. Tucker Sherwell. Good mark overhead. Takes it quickly. Handball off to Rowan. Rowan now goes towards full forward. Cowan against Rose. Getting back there. Wentworth as well. Humphrey in pursuit. It's into the pocket. Now Wentworth on the left foot. And we'll have good memories of St Albans Reserve too from the interleague win, the old Chicken Hawk. They've got the numbers here. The Tigers. That's Bannockburn. Flanagan. Good handball to Rose on the left foot. Dribbles it around the corner from Wilkins. But there's Burns on centre wing by himself. Directs it back in towards Gardner. Pushing the back, was it? No free kick. Matty Pilgrim. Highland on hands and knees again, holds it in, and the umpire says it's mine, right in the middle of St Albans Reserve.
Very surprised to see the number 8 Guernsey out there for the Thomson Tigers too. In Christian McFarland, heard during the week that was dropped through disciplinary reasons, not training last Sunday.
Never listen to rumours, Ronnie, you should know that. Back of the pack now, Gardner breaks one tackle, handball, backwards, it's okay. Fanning gets a quick kick, kicks it miles in the air towards centre half forward. Cowan in front, oh, good mark, the plugger on the chest in the end. Clinton Shaw got the job on him this afternoon. Still inside the centre square, the plugger, poor kick off the boot. Oh, Luxor Fortune falls into Sherwell's arms. And Steve Sherwell takes it at centre half forward. Got a lead on from McFarlane. Goes in that direction in front of Rose. Goes up. Good mark, McFarlane, the man that Ron was just talking about. And as Stewie said earlier in the day, Christian McFarlane certainly the key for the Thomson Tigers up forward.
Looks a lot better than last time I saw him as well. And I think you'll find that this will really test him from 45 metres. 45-degree angle here, Jason. And gee whiz, with this very strong blustery breeze blowing over his left shoulder, going across from left to right. Oh, he's absolutely pierced it. A beautiful kick at goal. And the McFarlane tradition continues out of Thomson land. And I'm sure Father Kevin would be delighted with the start of his son Christian this afternoon.
So Thomson, the first score on the board, they're 1 straight goal, 6 points, and they lead Bannockburn yet to score. GDFL Raiders bingo centre first quarter scoreboard. We've been playing 3.5 minutes, and Stewie, the win down there at ground level, 3 or 4 goals, or is it more towards the southern end of the ground?
I think the value obviously with the win is going to be more so trying to kick into it rather than actually kicking with it. And I think the side that uses it best actually into the win will probably win the game. Just a quick note, I think Sherwell with Corrigan there on those couple of occasions, and Sherwell's been too tall and marked both times.
Moore in the middle now, goes towards his teammate who got a high tackle, and it will be a Bannockburn free kick. It's going to be Chops Connors, and Kevin Connors will send the Tigers, that's Bannockburn, into attack.
Yeah, nice kick too, just right down the corridor to the lead there of Delahunt in front, but knocked away nicely there from the Thomson Tigers defensive Glenn Elliott. Loose ball spilled free. Now Danny Fanning tries to kick off the carpet, hotly pressed there by Matty Pilgrim from the Bannockburn side. Daniel Fanning can't control it, it's off his hands out of bounds. Left half forward flank, in between centre wing half forward, out of sight of the St Albans Reserve, with the 10 flapping flags of the representative clubs of GDFL football.
Fantastic. Out of side, half forward flank. Bannockburn in attack. Wilkins, neither getting an effective tap there, more either. Gardner, handball out. Highland on hands and knees again. Got one high, should get a free kick, does. And went for the footy. Good play by Spud on half back for the Thomson Tigers. Now Christian Highland goes with the kick towards a leading Tucker and Sherwell. Now Sherwell in front, taking another good mark. Been influential in the first few minutes, Steve Sherwell. Couple of good marks. Still inside the centre square. Goes towards centre half forward now. Cowan in front. Good mark. The plugger. They look switched on the forward line at the moment. He goes, chops it over Peacock down from centre half back, and he takes the mark under pressure from Wentworth. Well, he got a high tackle anyway. And shades of Andrew Atchison running down there and kicking a goal. It might be Rod Peacock.
Interesting stuff. I've noticed Wilkins has dropped back just to cover in case of rebounding. Good ploy from the Thomson side, and I'm sure that the innovativeness of Trevor Tucker and Bat Burns will see a number of different things happen here this afternoon for the Thomson side.
Well, Peacock kicks it like a defender, unfortunately, for Thomson's sake, and that's one behind. 1-1-7 Thomson. Bannockburn yet to score. GDFL Raiders bingo centre first quarter scoreboard.
Well, just creating different opportunities, and it's good to see a defender having an opportunity early in the first quarter. Shot at goal, but could be costly in the final analysis.
Not sure actually, fellas, if the move has been made or Corrigan was just happened to be with Sherwell there, but Corrigan actually seems to be running with Fanning and actually Stephen Gads with Shell.
I'm glad you corrected that, Stuart, because I thought you were on some medication after you made that first announcement.
No one needs some, mate.
Kick in now, and has gone to Wentworth in the back pocket, goes towards half-back, uses the breeze, Moore, Shaw, Flanagan there also, 3 Bannockburn players. Oh, fresh air shot, Steve Ardo, working hard again now. Ardo should be able to take it away. Handball was poor though. Matty Pilgrim, Ardo, fresh air shot again. Matty Pilgrim working hard, ball spills free, and now Kevin Connors working hard there for Bannockburn. Pack develops, the umpire will have to come in and bounce the ball, and we'll do so now.
Peter Moore, the big ruckman for Bannockburn, wearing the number 60 Guernsey. He started off very well on the vote count, the Never Whitney medal, with about 4-3 votes, and was leading the award early stages.
He was.
Bounced down. Umpire there throws it in the air. Cleared nicely there for the Bannockburn side, out looking wide for a teammate. Trying to trap the ball there was the 58 Guernsey of Lincoln East. Went inboard to Clinton Shaw. Went one way, then was forced to kick with his left foot hurriedly. Good tackle, Pat Burns. Ronnie Pilgrim couldn't control it. The bouncing ball, Woofenden for the Thomson side. Took his eyes off it. Good tackle there was from, I think it was Hewitt. Allows now Harding to come in and kick the ball to the pocket, but in front, defending well for the Thomson side. I think you'll find it was not Peacock. It looked like Elliott it was. Glenn Elliott, the full-back for the Thomson side, defends well. Brings the ball to the members' side, half-back flank position, right in front of the guest video comedy position. And we'll have a boundary throw-in with Moore and Wilkins battling. Wilkins taps it straight down the throat there of Perkins, but now Peacock, hand pass was good to the runner of Gardner. Timmy Gardner, the medalist, goes inboard, and good mark taken there by the Humphrey B. Bear. Hand pass to Burns, quick kick up there looking for McFarland, but he's been penalised for holding. And the Bannockburn defence of Nathan Rose now gets the free kick.
Goes towards centre half back. Sherwell's there up against Moore. Sherwell in front, could have got a high tackle, did, and will take the free kick. Started very impressively, Steve Sherwell. Experienced player, finals campaigner.
Certainly, gee whiz, and that was Flanagan was away there too for the Bannockburn side. Costly free kick for the Bannockburn side. Caught with the ball there was McFarlane. No free kick was paid, but now Corrigan mops up nicely for the Bannockburn side. Backs himself and has a bounce. Runs to the member side of the ground. Looks up there for Lincoln East, but trapping it nicely there in front of him was Ardo. Just chips over the top. Good vision. Kick not a real good one, but the ball bounces nicely for Cowan. Went one way, then feeds off the hand pass. Put Ardo under a bit of pressure. He'll in turn out of Peacock.
Kick.
Good vision. And Wilkins, the ruckman, takes the ball at centre half forward. Plays on from 30 metres and goes bang. Great goal, Glenn Wilkins.
So, Thomson, second goal, 2-1-13. They've started well against the breeze, and they lead Bannockburn, who are yet to score. GDFL Raiders bingo centre, first quarter scoreboard, and we have been playing 8.5 minutes. And Stewie, just an observation, Lincoln East and Steve Ardo on the wing, maybe a bit of a mismatch there?
Yeah, a bit of pace there, I think, for Ardo. Was probably lucky here a little bit earlier on in front of the commentary box here that Ardo actually went to ground, because he probably would have ran onto it as well. But I think that Thomson are winning the ball more on the ground at this stage. They seem to have numbers around the ball. If the ball turns over, obviously Bannockburn are going to be on their own. But I think in conditions like today, it's important to be where the ball's going to be.
Wilkins gets it down, Highland, and coming through Flanagan, leaves it for Corrigan, handball back to Rick Harding. He's got it on the defensive side of the centre square, goes with a wobbly punt towards half forward. Ardo, there's that pace again, can he pick it up? No, Winter knocks it away, but straight to the hands of Rod Peacock. Runs away on centre wing, goes towards centre half forward. They're going fairly direct in this first term. Thompson goes towards Humphrey, the B-Bear in front, can't take the mark. Second effort, he's there, he tries to slap it out the back towards Sherwell. Wentworth on hands and knees, no free kick. Corrigan gets it now with a kick towards the middle. Wilkins stands in front, takes the mark in front of Perkins, and will relieve for the Thomson side from the middle.
Yeah, plays a big part of the Thomson success, this boy. Glenn Wilkins standing about 6'6". A lovely kick into the breeze here, a penetrating 55-metre job. Now McFarlane back of the pack, can he control it? He can't. Good defensive football from the Bannockburn side. Desperate play, in fact. Picking himself up, I think you'll find it could have been Stephen Gadd, and also the Chicken Hawk, Paul Wentworth, defending for the Bannockburn side.
Probably considering the conditions, boys. I think the Thomson big boys seem to be handling the ball quite well in the air.
Surprisingly, Stewie, I can't believe the marks that have been taken so far.
Gardner got it down towards McFarlane, quick kick out of the pack, and I think he's kicked the third. It's great snap by Christian McFarlane, and his first goal. In fact, second, sorry.
A real opportunist goal there, Christian McFarlane. He just happened to be in the right place at the right time from that the bounce down. And gee whiz, you never give Christian McFarlane opportunity from 20 metres. 3 goals, 1-19. Thomson. Bannockburn yet to open their account. GDFL Bingo Centre. The Raiders Bingo Centre supporting GDFL football in 98. And of course, Guest FM and Guest Video. Bring you a kick-by-kick description here for the qualifying final. The 1998 GDFL qualifying final between the two Tigers, Bannockburn and Thomson.
Umpire McLaughlin throws the ball up. Wilkins gets the slap down again. Harding's got it. Cowan comes at him. He loses the footy. Gardner off the ground. It's okay. They go into attack again. Thomson coming across on this occasion. Oh, Sherwell knocked the ball out of the hands there of Stephen Gadd. Wentworth's there in support. Gardner comes at him. Corrigan. Shepard's for him. Wentworth gets a high tackle, does he? We'll take a free kick. In fact, it might be against Gardner to Corrigan. We'll just see who the umpire elects to give it to. No, it is Wentworth. And it will be a free kick at half-back for Bannockburn. He's got some short leads. Goes with a poor kick in the end towards Connors. Goes to Rowan. Handball to Sherwell, to Tucker. Backwards to Pat Burns. We've seen that a few times. He goes with the right boot long towards full forward. Look at the ball. It's just running the other way. Sherwell knocks it over. Handball. McFarlane. Now Wentworth, which way is he going to go? He's going to go with the left boot this time. Chopped off by Rose, his teammate. Can't pick it up though. Wentworth's there again. Humphrey, and the boundary line will help out Bannockburn in the last line defence for a throw in.
Gee, the way that ball then curved
went with the wind
and hit the turf and just ricocheted to the outer side of the gap. Yeah, ricocheted. And
we can hear you down there, Fano.
Conditions are pretty tough for the players, but as already
Not a bad bloke, Rick.
Yes, Stewie Scott always likes to get a word.
We're all comedians, aren't we?
They certainly are. As we see ball now back into play, Thomson with the ferociousness at the footy. Quick kick there was from, I think it was Pat Burns, who's been busy. Looks to McFarlane in the pocket, but he can't control it. Good pressure there from the Bannockburn defence of Hewitt. And also Rose.
That microphone's got too much oomph in it downstairs, I think.
And we'll have a boundary throw in right forward pocket, about 20 metres now from Thomson's goal.
19 plays 0 more, taps it down. Burns on the right side of the pack there, gets a slick handball out. Nobody there though. Hewitt runs back, and he's got some support also from, looks like it might have been Rose. He gets a kick away, and it is out of bounds. Finds touch, so we'll have another boundary throw in. It's 3-1-19 Thomson. Bannockburn yet to score. Good start by the Thomson Tigers into the breeze in this first term. And on the promoted sports and trophy clothing time clock, we've been playing
14 minutes, Jay.
14 minutes, Ron. Over the back of the pack from Tucker. Highland tackles. Now, which team's going to come out with the footy here? Neither. Umpire Hockey will come in and bounce it. About 25 metres out from Thomson's goal.
Stewie, any suggestions from a Bannockburn point of view? Early stages, I know.
I think they need a few more numbers at the actual ball. I mean, although probably Thomson's controlling it in the air at the moment, but Bannockburn seem to they have numbers together, but they don't happen to be where the ball is, and whether that means they're a kick in front of the play or behind the play, haven't quite been able to assess yet, Ron.
Okay, well, Daniel Fanning's just had a pot shot from goal from 60 metres into the breeze, and a lovely kick from him, but it's over the back of the pack and just bounced to the wrong side of the big sticks for a minus score. 20 points, plays 0. 15-minute mark of the first quarter of the GDFL qualifying final. Hewitt, he's kicked that 90 metres out to the half-forward flank there, or half-back flank for the Bannockburn side. Opportunity here for them through Shaw. Chip in looking for Flanagan, doesn't let him down. Nice strong mark in front of Peacock. Flanagan plays on, looks to the corridor. Stevie Witter's made some space. Could have been paid for an infringement. Yes, mark or infringed. With as going for the footy, and he'll get the free kick at centre-half forward.
Goes long now, Andrews with the sit from behind. Goes up Atchison. Delahan, third line, takes the easiest chest mark you like. And just the wind there, just floating it over the back of the pack. And Steve Delahan was in the right spot at the right time to take the mark, only 10 metres out from goal, and hopefully put Bannockburn's first on the board.
Yes, interesting seeing Shane Andrews there, just giving some encouragement to Stevie Winter. Shane Andrews, I'd like to see him on the ball for mine.
Well, Delahan walks in and kicks his first, and Bannockburn's first. And they go to 1 goal, 6 points. Bannockburn, their first through Steve Delahan. Thomson, 3-2-20, GDFL Raiders Bingo Centre, first quarter scoreboard. And we have been playing 15 and a half minutes in this first term.
Okay.
Bit of clever play there from Andrews in the square. If you get away with it, it's clever. If you get pinged, it's not. But he seemed to have his eyes on the ball, and he's gone for the mark. Probably misjudged it a little bit and took his opponent out, which allowed Delahan to take the easy mark.
Well, it's a little bit windy up here, as you can hear. Ronnie's just got to go off and check the pants, I think. It's all right, Ron. Don't worry. If we go over, we all go over together. Don't worry.
Was that a northerly, mate? Is that a hot wind or is that a southerly?
It's a southerly, don't
A
worry.
real hot one, I tell you.
While Ronnie's up there, you won't tip over.
Stabilising factor.
Certainly anchors the guest video team.
He's all right, isn't he?
On the bantamweight now, mate.
3-2 playing a goal. It's 20 playing 6. And it's the 1998 GDFL Senior Qualifying Final this afternoon at St Albans. And apart from the wind, great day for football. Sunshine out and the ground's in perfect condition. Umpire's got the ball back in the middle, throws it up. Wilkins goes up early and gets it down. Highland should have the run of the footy. Was looking for Ardo for a handball. Elects though to go with the kick. Poor kick in the end. Tucker sort of half grabs it, then gives it to Cowan. Back to Highland, who followed up. Was going to go with the handball again. Elects to go with the left boot. Up towards McFarlane in front. Rose, good punch away. Highland's followed up. Might get it back here, but it comes back towards Connors. Can he get around from Cowan? He does just. And gets the handball away. Shaw under pressure from Rowan. Now he's got some support. Flanagan gives it off quickly to Connors. He gets his left foot kick away to the wide open spaces on half forward out towards the wing. Foot race now. Timmy Gardner leads. Winter coming across as well. They won't be able to keep it in, and it is out of bounds. On centre wing on the outer side here at St Albans Reserve.
Yes, and the open spaces, as you call, Jason, plenty of them out here at St Albans Reserve. It's a lovely big ground and an opportunity for respective sides to play some champagne football.
Boundary throw in now. Moore against Wilkins. Flanagan from behind. Thumps it to the front. Matty Pilgrim just holds off Highland. Needs some support. Got some now from Corrigan. Got a bit of time. Kicker over his shoulder towards half forward. Winter up against pushing the back. That was Chris Martin against Winter. And now Stormy, the coach, goes towards centre half forward. Harding and Wolfenden goes up. Harding can't take the mark. Got some support. Burns gives it to Atchison. The rubber man off half back. Goes towards the middle. Ardo has to be committed. He is too. Oh, and then got crunched the second time by Shaw. Cowan pushes off one. That's Lincoln East. Ardo got up. I don't know how. Goes towards centre half forward. Humphrey up against Wentworth. This is a great clash already, these two. Wentworth in front. Coming at it at pace. McFarlane. Humphrey and Wentworth still at it. Wentworth tried to go off the ground. Rose is in support. Great pick up by Nathan Rose. Handball is okay towards Corrigan. He needs a shepherd, got one, couldn't pick it up the second occasion, and it is out of bounds. And Steve Ardo's been absolutely collected first by Clinton Shaw, and then he fell on top of him.
He's pretty tough, I'd say, Steve Ardo.
Well, he got up, I don't know how, because he crunched him. It was a great bump, and he was fairly committed at the footy, Steve Ardo. And he's still down in the hands of the trainers in the middle. Tucker plucks it out of the ruck, gets wrapped up, loses the footy. In there, Sherwell got one high, no free kick. Pack develops, the umpire. I think the players were waiting for the umpire to come in, and he is now to ball it up. It's 3-2 playing a goal. It's 20 playing 6. Thomson in front of Bannockburn this first quarter. And Tucker gets it down. Big pack around it. Kick Humphrey. Gardner up against Hewitt. Gardner picks it up. Then needs some support. Handball only as far as Peter Moore. He puts his teammate under pressure. And it's a high tackle, is it? Yes, it is. It's going to go to Bannockburn.
Damien Tom, I'd
And
suggest.
it is the major. Damien Tom with the free kick in the back pocket.
Elects to go very wide. It's a bit of a mongrel punt. Wobbles through the air. Could be an infringement there. Umpire was well away from proceedings. And, gee whiz, I thought that Ronnie Pilgrim deserved a free kick there. Was copped high and ridden into the back. The whistle on play now. And he's going to bounce. Well,
Oh, poor bounce too.
well, he actually threw it in the air and can't even do that properly. As we see now, the ball by...
Oh, great hands.
Tucker. Quick hands.
Here he is. He's recovered. Lazarus.
Absolutely. Don't say he's
He's missed.
Yeah, no, look, no wonder I'm surprised he can actually run or let alone kick the ball. He's pretty tough, Steve Ardo, but on that occasion, an opportunity's gone begging, but we can understand why.
So Thomson 3-3-21. They lead Bannockburn one straight goal, 6 points. GDFL Raiders Bingo Centre, first quarter scoreboard. And we've been travelling 20 and a half minutes on the promoted time clock in this first term. Oh, poor kick in. Sherwell chopped it off. But Bannockburn with the numbers, if they can pick it up. Wentworth on hands and knees against Sherwell now. Slick hands over the top, and they're away. And
Flanagan.
It's Flanagan, he's got it. Takes a bounce, goes towards half forward with the breeze. Martin in Winter in front, held on to, and Stormy started okay, the coach. Trying to lift his Tigers side in this first term. He's got it. Kicks laterally towards Flanagan. It's okay. Still inside the centre square. Now the lead's on. Poor kick in the end. Going to set a task for Delahunt. Needs some support. Harding's there. Gets ripped off him though. And the Thomson defence working overtime.
Gee, that was great play there. I think that could have been...
Elliott, I think it was.
Elliott, it was, yeah. Great desperate footy. Saved a certain opportunity there for the Bannockburn side because Harding was gone. But a great tackle there from Elliott. Sees the ball now bounce down. Quick hands there, though, to Winter, whose kick a high ball. The big men fly for the guest video by, and Pat Burns just did very nicely there, came in at the right time and just taps it over the line and out of bounds in the left forward pocket. About 25 metres now from the Bannockburn goal, who are trailing at the moment by 15 points, kicking with about a 4-goal breeze.
Boundary throw in, left forward pocket, Bannockburn attacking. Good throw in, big pack around it, Wilkins over the back, Atchison, falls to the front, Ronnie Pilgrim breaks one tackle, then loses the footy. Thomson in there, free kick for a push high tackle, yes it is, and it's going to go to the Thomson side. Getting up in the end is Craig Wolfenden, who was our guest video player of the day last week. Best on ground, goes with a bit of a short pass to Wilkins, gets it off quickly. Got the hands to it was Martin. He's inside the centre square. Poor kick off the boot. Leading in the race of the football in front of Sherwell is Gadd. Gets his left foot kick away. Rowan's getting back there. Also Highland, who wasn't worried about the footy, he was worried about the player. Now comes out. Good tackle by Highland this occasion. Drops the footy. No free kick. Pilgrim. Short little kick to Winter. Can't pick it up at the first attempt. Can't the second. Third he can. Handball straight to Timmy Gardner. Gets the kick away quickly towards centre half forward. Ardo's there. Now Humphrey B. Bear comes in. He can't pick it up. Rick Humphrey. He's got some support. Tucker's there also. Sherwell. Half forward still for Thomson. Corrigan, handball blindly, but it's okay to Damien Tommy's out now and goes with a long kick towards 50. Harding there coming out. Atchison backs himself. Harding did well, but there again is Armstrong. The defence working hard for Thomson. Kick wide. Kick just finds touch.
Yeah, good touch
and
indeed.
It is out of bounds on centre wing on the outer side.
He's kicked out a good 50 metres then, Armstrong, and Sybil is pretty pleased with that effort.
No, it's going to be quite hard to play this side of the ground, especially coming from the out of the ground. But I think about 5 or 6 times that Bannockburn have actually gone to their 50. Probably 4 out of the 5 they've gone on the defensive side. And I'd like to see them work the ball this side and get the forwards to lead this way out into a bit more space away from where the plays come from.
23 and a half minutes gone in this first term. It's 3-3-21, playing one straight goal, 6 points. Thomson in the lead by 15 points at this early stage. And the umpire lets it go. Bannockburn will come out of it. Flanagan has to step up today with Colliger out of the side. Peacock from behind, away from Perkins, a hold. And it's going to be a free kick to Ashley Perkins. Just inside the centre square. Ron doesn't agree.
No, both players had their eyes for the ball then.
So now Ashley Perkins. Pilgrim gives him a lead. So does Delahan. Goes to Harding. Wilkins getting back there. Wolfenden, great play. And in front, where a defender has to be. Kick around the corner to Fanning. The biggest thighs in the GDFL takes the mark. His father will love that. Oh, and he kicks it wide. Sets a task for Timmy Gardner. Needs some support. Atchison comes in. Oh, Tom. Great play, the major. Andrews, can he handball over the top? He needs to, but he got his kick away in the end. Coming across, Pat Burns has got it. Handball to Gardner. He's got Armstrong in support. He gives it to him. And now Sabuli Armstrong goes towards centre wing. Peacock, Cowan, the plugger. Pushes, says the umpire. And Clinton Shaw will take the free kick on centre wing.
Yeah, I'd like to see the replay of that. I thought it was just too physically strong for Clinton Shaw, but Shaw got the free kick.
Yeah, well, there's the over the shoulder, so he's playing it consistently because Marty Rowan got the free kick.
Just that no one's getting. Shaw's gone straight back, kicking with the wind behind him, and they'd have to bring the ball back into the breeze to actually go for a goal. I can't see why they're not playing this side of the ground.
Wentworth over the top of the ball now, comes out, Sherwell. He's also over the top, he's just inside the centre square, and it will be a ball up. Close to quarter time here, it's 3-3-21. Thomson, Bannockburn, one straight goal, 6 points.
Just with that, boys, I think the Bannockburn forwards, say where Ronnie is now, should be possibly starting at round about centre half forward of the middle of the ground, then leading into this space. But at the moment, there isn't the space to lead into.
Ball up at centre half forward for Thomson, and the umpire will do it all over again. And the ball just going away from the pack, so the umpire gets it back now. This is umpire McLaughlin at centre half forward for Thomson.
Just approaching time on in this first quarter. Margin 15 points. Thomson enjoying that advantage. Centre half forward now. Thomson into attack. Tucker did well. Left-handed over there looking for Humphrey. Oh, got it through the traffic nicely. Blind turn. Left foot kick up looking to McFarlane was good. Hand pass to Fanning. Left foot shot at goal from 30 metres and splits the woodwork.
Whose son would that be, Noel?
Daniel Fanning kicks his first and a very handy fourth goal for the Thomson side. Great hands and great work, Rick Humphrey, setting that passenger player.
So Thomson 4-3-27. Lead Bannockburn, one straight goal, 6 points. GDFL Raiders bingo centre. First quarter scoreboard, a handy goal, close to quarter time. As Ron said, into time on in this first term. And Daniel Fanning kicks his first goal.
I see Lincoln East now with Fanning, and Corrigan is actually going with Steve Ardo.
Sounds a bit better. So back in the centre, Wilkins going up Gardner in the end because it was a fairly poor throw up by the umpire. Goes towards half forward for Thomson again. Sherwell and Gadd. Gadd's having his handful against the experienced Sherwell. Handball quickly to Humphrey, who's doing well. Him and Wentworth are having a great tussle. And this time it's out of bounds at half forward for Thomson.
Yeah, Thomson have made the move there, putting Fanning on the wing, just giving Steviato a breather, who'd had a very good first quarter. Being spoken to again by the runner, or the trainer. Just still not really happy with his condition, I don't think. But time will tell. He's still on the ground as the ball is on the outer side, half forward flank. Thomson into attack again. Umpire hockey it is. Throws it in the air. Tucker. It's too strong. Left hand. Oh, beautiful football. And running onto the ball was Timmy Gardner, whose kick though dropped short. Clinton Shaw takes the ball at half back. In front of Christian McFarlane now. Shaw. High ball into the centre of the ground. No one can get a handle on it. Perkins tries to trap it. Butters up, second effort was good. Hit Cowan's hard, and the ball ricochets to Matty Pilgrim. Here's an opportunity now for Lincoln East. If the ball will sit for him. Coming from the attacking side of the ground, kicks it long into the pocket. Ball comes in. Andrews should be able to take it, but can't. Over his head and out of bounds, right forward pocket. Bannockburn into attack.
27.5 minutes gone on the promoted time clock in this first term. It's 27 playing 6.
Probably wouldn't have been a bad option there to probably ignore the lead and go over the top to the open goal square.
Boundary throw in right next to the behind post. Goes in. Wilkins gets it down. Dangerous across the goal, but it's okay. Armstrong's there. Good shepherd too by Glenn Elliott. Now Armstrong, where's he going? Connors chops him off, and then he goes with a poor left foot kick that falls in the arms of Pat Burns. They've created the loose man here. Highland's got it. He's got Marty Rowan in front. He just dawdles along on the half-back flank. Now he needs to measure this pass, and he's gone towards Humphrey. Wentworth, he does well. Rick Humphrey gets Wentworth away and then gets a kick away. Gardner, who's giving them a merry dance once again. Handball, slick to Humphrey, and his handball is now out of bounds at half forward for the Tigers. That's the Thomson Tigers.
You're playing good footy and running at all costs, and some very slick work, as you mentioned there, Jason, by the players involved in Humphrey and Gardner. They've obtained probably a good 70 metres now into the breeze, and it's now in between half forward and centre wing. Thomson into attack. And Tucker again in front, does well. Got it to Humphrey. Left foot kick out of the pack. He goes a short distance. Looks there for, I think it was Arto, but on that occasion beaten by Corrigan, whose left foot kick chips out looking for Flanagan. Recovery. Second effort was good. He did throw it away, but the umpires give him the benefit of the doubt. Damien Tom now goes in hard in front there of Trevor Tucker. Trying to control the ball, but again a pack of players have formed and will have a bounce down on that outside centre wing, and conditions not really improving much, gentlemen.
A little bit blustery. Ball up. Tucker in front. Gets his left hand to it again. Falls to Rowan. Fresh air shot with the kick. Comes out towards Harding and Flanagan. Flanagan just a little toe poke. Burns is getting back there. Tries to keep it. He does so only for Harding though. And now Harding's penalised. Dropped the footy. It's going to be a free kick to Thomson. It's going to be Christian Highland with it on centre wing on the outer side. It's 27 playing 6. It's Thomson with a 21-point lead. Highland into the breeze, holds up, have to be in front. Now, who's there? Flanagan gets one high, got the handball away though. Kick in towards Wolfenden and Pilgrim, falls off Burns' leg. Then he tries to tap it to the advantage of his teammate, can't do so. He fights back against East. East slick handball towards Matty Pilgrim. Can he pick it up? He just wants to tap it on towards Connors. He can't pick it up. Now Wilkins, the big man. Now Matty Pilgrim did well with another effort. Goes with a kick. Atchison no. And now he's ripped off the footy. He loses it, but Pilgrim's there again. Now Ronnie. Can he do something? The Ron turns around the left. Kick towards Delahunt and Elliott. Pilgrim runs through for a goal.
Great goal.
Ronnie Pilgrim. His first. And the captain of the side puts the second on the board for Bannockburn.
And, he started off the day very well, winning the toss, kicking with the breeze, but unfortunately his charges haven't responded with that initial victory, because the scoreboard tells the story. The GDFL Raiders Bingo Centre, first quarter scoreboard. Bannockburn 2 straight goals, 12 points. Trail Thomson 4-3-27, margin 15 points, and time check shows 30.5 minutes played of this first quarter.
Back in the centre.
I hope there's some rooms upstairs there, boys. I think it's going to get a bit wet down here.
Wilkins goes up. Bad luck. You have to stay down there. Bad luck. Burns through it.
It's pretty wet up here too, mate.
Drop the footy, and it will be a free kick to Bannockburn. Quick one before quarter time. Just give Bannockburn a little bit of a lift.
They've got a good bit of space this side of the ground now, and I'd say if someone leads into it.
Delahunt, long lead, in front Peacock, roved off the pack. Ronnie Pilgrim, can he make it 2 in a minute? Ronnie goes with the left boot, but has missed and one behind. So they're 2-1-13, and that would have made a big difference if they had been able to put that through. They couldn't. Bannockburn 2-1-13, and they trail Thomson 4-3-27 at quarter time. GDFL Raiders bringing us that first term, and Thomson's goal scorers at quarter time, Christian McFarlane has 2, Daniel Fanning and Glenn Wilkins have the singles, while for Bannockburn, Steve Delahant has 1, and Ron Pilgrim, that last goal, could have nearly made it 2 in a minute, but he couldn't. And it's 14 points of difference at quarter time. We will take a break, and then we'll be back with Stuart Scott's. We're going right through, are we? We're not having a break anymore. Okay, fair enough. Stewie's going to go out and listen to the huddles. I think he might be going to Thomson at quarter time.
I'm going over to Bannockburn, and Fano's going to see Thomson.
Oh, of course, Fano's going to Thomson. Now, stupid of me. So it's 4-3 playing 2-1. Now, Frank Fratoli's downstairs also. He'll be doing the stats for us this afternoon, and he's tallying them up. And Frank's enjoying himself. Have you got the stats, Frank? You have? You haven't got the microphone. Do you want to give it to me, all right? Well, we'll do the stats. The goal kickers, as I said, Christian McFarlane at the moment having 2. Daniel Fanning and Glenn Wilkins 1 each for Thomson, while the 2 goals, Steve Delahant and Ron Pilgrim for Bannockburn. Now, got absolutely crunched in the middle there and took a while to get back on it. Christian McFarlane has had 2 kicks and they have resulted in 2 goals. He's taken a mark and had a handball. And Andrew Atchison, just the 1 kick, but has done a great stopping job on Shane Andrews to this date. For Bannockburn, well, the leading possession getter there is Richie Corrigan, 4 kicks and 3 handballs for 7 possessions. Clinton Shaw's had 5 kicks and a mark at centre half back. Matty Pilgrim 2 and 1, 2 kicks and 1 handball. Kevin Connors 3 kicks and 2 handballs for 5 possessions. Ronnie Pilgrim, they had those 2 kicks and they resulted in 1 goal, 1. So as you can see, doesn't need much for Ronnie to light the place up. And Nathan Rose 2 kicks and 2 handballs.
Thanks very much, Frankie Fatoli downstairs for those stats, but like stats sometimes paint a very false picture, because the man that we haven't spoken about yet, I think value for money and probably best on ground for mine to date, was Stephen Shule at centre half forward. He did not let a thing get past him and has taken 3 or 4 great marks and set up a number of forward thrusts for the Thomson side, and he's my pick of the bunch. And a special mention to Stephen Winter, the coach of Bannockburn. I thought his first quarter was also very, very positive for his team, and I'm sure that they'll come back in the second quarter bigger and stronger, as a few of the Werribee boys down here. Matho is just out having a look, and he's looking pretty pleased with proceedings, and I'm sure the Werribee boys will be looking forward to their encounter Saturday week, Jason, for the second semi-final.
Well, it's the winner of this game plays Werribee Centrals in the second semi-final. We can see Stephen Winter on screen there for our guest video watchers, implying to the players what has to be done in this second term against the breeze. It's getting a little bit cloudy here at St Albans, so I would think that there's a bit of rain on the way, which
that may disperse the breeze, Jason, which would be a great advantage from my point of view, because it's always windy enough up here, let alone with an encouragement from up above. So let's hope that the rain does come briefly and the wind may subside.
Well, the Bannockburn huddle has now broken up. So Stewie Scott went there, and Noel Fanning is at Thomson. So we'll just wait for Stewie to come back to see what Stephen Winter had to say at quarter time. They're currently trailing Bannockburn 2-1, Thomson 4-3.
Very keen to get on with the business, Stevie Stormy Winter, as Thomson's still in their huddle, and there's a fair bit of activity downstairs, as we can hear in the background here. But well, obviously Bannockburn, who have been a very good contributor in GDFL football for season 98, will come out full of run, Jason, and I think you'll find that they're on ballers, and I think you'll find that Shane Andrews may be in the pivot.